I told Dwight that I was pregnant, he did not return any of my phone calls, none of my messages for 2 days. When he did respond after I spoke to his best friend.
From the NBA hardwood to the wild world of celebrity drama, there's never a dull moment. When it comes to Royce Reed, best known for her tumultuous relationship with Dwight Howard, no one expected her name to resurface in connection with the legendary Shaquille O'Neal. Yet here we are, confronted with a swirl of rumors, social media buzz, and a new look at old connections. Let's dive into the backstory, the recent revelations, and the jaw-dropping details that have everyone asking, what's really going on between Royce Reed and Shaquille O'Neal?
He said I was asleep. Meanwhile, he was playing a game in Milwaukee. He thought I was lying because I still had my belly ring in.
Before we get into the Shaquille O'Neal angle, let's revisit who Royce Reed is in the NBA universe. Known primarily as a former dancer for multiple NBA teams and for her relationship with Dwight Howard, Royce shot to fame when she appeared on Basketball Wives. She never held back her opinions on the show, which often made her a standout personality among the cast of strong voices.
This man offered me a massive amount of money to say that Braylon was not his.
Dwight Howard and Royce share a son, and their co-parenting journey has been anything but straightforward. From court battles over custody to social media feuds, these two have never lived a quiet life. Back in the day, fans of Basketball Wives might recall that Royce's storyline often revolved around the complexities of dating an NBA player, the restrictions placed on her discussing Dwight, and her attempts to carve out her own identity beyond just Dwight Howard's ex.
That they would pay for my house, they would pay off any debt that I had, that they would give me a certain amount of money a month if I said that it wasn't his.
So why are we talking about Shaquille O'Neal and Royce Reed in the same breath? Recently, rumors began circulating, spurred by social media chatter and a few leaks from individuals claiming insider knowledge. According to a piece from Essentially Sports, people started recalling an old rumor tying Royce Reed and Shaq together in some capacity. Whether personal or professional remains vague.
So while Shaunie was married to Shaq, Shaq was texting you flirty messages.
Yes, but this was when I was dancing. So,
as a cheerleader.
Yeah.
Okay.
The details aren't cut and dried. Some suggest Royce might have worked around the Lakers back in the day, where Shaq's stardom soared, while others hypothesize that she crossed paths with Shaq through mutual acquaintances in Orlando. Given her ties to Dwight Howard during his Magic era, the spark that set all this ablaze? A re-emerging conversation on fan forums, referencing old tweets and alleged behind-the-scenes drama from years ago.
Even with that, I realized I couldn't trust her because prior to the show even starting, I had sent her a thread of where her ex-husband, had been texting me.
It's no secret that Shaquille O'Neal and Dwight Howard have a contentious past. Dwight, often dubbed Superman, found himself on the receiving end of criticism from Shaq for trying to inherit that title. In interviews and social media posts, Shaq repeatedly teased Dwight about trying to fill my shoes. The two centers never exactly played nice, fueling speculation that any mutual acquaintance, like Royce Reed, could also become embroiled in their feud.
And nothing ever happened. He actually cursed me out because I wouldn't talk to him. But I wanted everything to be out in the open. I wanted her to see everything, so if anything ever happened or was said.
That's where the speculation intensifies. Could Royce, Dwight's ex, have become a point of contention between Shaq and Dwight? The blogosphere loves a juicy story, and fans across Twitter began pointing out that both Dwight and Shaq had tension with each other, so it's not too wild to imagine a scenario where Royce might have found herself caught in the middle, whether professionally, socially, or romantically.
And it came down to how he get your number, and he had gotten it from one of the ball boys, right?
Royce Reed is far from quiet, but recently she's been relatively silent on her direct ties to Shaq. Instead, she's posted cryptic messages about old secrets coming to light, fueling chatter that perhaps an old chapter of her life is about to be revealed. Comments on her Instagram have exploded with questions. Did you and Shaq have something going on? Is this about Dwight Howard's drama with Shaq? Spill the tea! Royce has chosen to respond with laughing emojis or no response at all, further igniting speculation.
Had the ball boy get my number because we used to all go out and hang at parties. Like, we were cool. But anyway, fast forward.
Blogs like Urban Bell and Atlanta Black Star picked up on these cryptic comments, with one article stating, Royce Reed teases fans with a coded message that some interpret as referencing an old link to Shaquille O'Neal. Others remain skeptical, pointing out that she could just be reacting to Dwight Howard's latest controversies, or even random drama from her personal circle. Anytime the name Basketball Wives surfaces, fans expect drama-laced storylines. The show has a history of reigniting old feuds for ratings, often leading cast members to reveal secrets from years ago. Could this be an orchestrated attempt to pull fans back in? Evelyn Lozada's revelation about Shaunie Henderson's audio clip naming Laura Govan had the basketball world buzzing. Some fans speculate, is Royce next in line to drop a nuclear bomb on old drama, this time involving Shaq?
And then that next day filming, I'm getting asked about those messages from Evelyn. It didn't air, but I'm getting asked about it.
Producers have been known to court controversial figures to spice things up. Royce's potential involvement in a new storyline about Shaq could be a major ratings booster. The question remains, would Shaunie or Shaq greenlight such an explosive revelation? Considering Shaunie's personal brand and Shaq's ongoing business ventures, it seems unlikely they'd want to add more chaos to their already well-documented past.
Kept giving me baby, still finer than a mug. I had it all, just sometimes and I don't make excuses. I know I messed up. And then, when I didn't have that, I was lost.
Shaunie Henderson, formerly O'Neal, is no stranger to drama involving her ex-husband, Shaq. She's faced rumors of infidelity, betrayal, and various controversies head-on, yet she's also a savvy businesswoman who knows how to spin a storyline. In the past, Shaunie rarely addressed rumors linking Shaq to other women, other than claiming she had evidence or suspicions. This time, she hasn't made any official statements about the Royce Reed rumor.
No, he supports me in a relationship. I support him. We have a great, co-parenting relationship.
Some fans interpret Shaunie's silence as disinterest, while others believe she's simply picking her battles. After all, she's moved on, remarried, and focused on new ventures. The last thing she might want is another wave of scandal overshadowing her personal life. On the flip side, certain conspiracy theorists insist Shaunie might be saving a statement for a big moment, possibly to keep the chatter alive. Time will tell if she or Shaq weigh in publicly.
There were a lot of parties, and we're supposed to be on quarantine. So that was an issue in itself because who are these people? Why are they here?
Dwight Howard's name gets dragged into the conversation yet again. He's been under scrutiny for various off-court controversies, from legal disputes with Royce over their son's upbringing, to a swirl of rumors about his personal life. Add Shaq's decades-long rivalry with Dwight, and you've got a powder keg of tension. Observers note that if this rumor about Royce and Shaq gains traction, Dwight might react publicly or legally, especially if it affects co-parenting arrangements or incites media harassment.
The next day after you confide in Shaunie, Evelyn is asking you on camera about those same messages that only Shaunie could have known about because you said it to her the day prior.
Is it fair to involve Dwight in rumors that might not even be true? Possibly not. But the reality is that in the world of celebrity gossip, everything is connected. If Royce is alleged to have had any sort of relationship, professional or personal, with Shaq, Dwight's name inevitably crops up. So far, Dwight has remained silent, possibly dealing with bigger controversies or simply choosing not to stoke the fire.
Well, I had sent it to Shaunie before we even started filming. But I started confiding in Shaunie a little bit more because I felt like she was like a big sister to me, you know, because I still trusted her.
The real question is, where's the proof? Thus far, fans have seen screenshots of alleged emails, old rumors from local news outlets, and swirling testimonies from essentially sports, citing unidentified insiders. But no one has provided rock-solid evidence of any Royce-Shaq connection beyond friendly acquaintances or professional overlap. Some corners of the internet remain convinced there's more to the story. Others argue it's just typical rumor mill fluff, resurrected to generate clicks.
But then that next day is when those text messages that she had had for months prior, all of a sudden now we're talking about them in a scene.
Historically, many such rumors end up fizzling out when no concrete evidence emerges. If a scandal as big as a romance or significant entanglement existed, wouldn't we have heard about it from reputable publications or a more direct source by now? Perhaps. But in the realm of Hollywood and sports gossip, timing is everything. Old stories sometimes resurface years later, fueled by reappearances on reality TV or new controversies.
I'm now the one who ruined his career. I am ungodly. I am not worthy of being a mother. I'm this dancer who just danced on a court in booty shorts and half tops, and
Royce Reed has made headlines for multiple reasons. Her open conflict with Dwight, her dramatic flair on Basketball Wives, and her attempts to build a career outside of her ex's shadow. Could this rumored link to Shaq be another stepping stone for her to reinvent herself? In a recent social media Q&A, Royce hinted she might be exploring new opportunities in media or fitness. If she leverages the Shaq rumor, true or not, she could gain renewed publicity, something that might boost her brand.
instead of being respected as me having a career, I was then basically told that I was a slut, I was a whore, I was one of those dirty dancers on the court.
But playing with rumors is a double-edged sword. She risks alienating fans who are tired of unsubstantiated drama. Additionally, if this rumor is false, it could backfire, painting her as someone desperate for attention. Observers note that her cryptic posts strategy has worked before, stoking curiosity, but it can also breed skepticism. In an era where credibility is king, Royce must tread carefully.
That I had nothing going for me, and that I was a mistake, that we never dated for real.
Evelyn Lozada thrives on controversy. There's no denying it. By releasing Shaunie's audio, Evelyn found herself at the center of attention once again. But is she simply stirring the pot for entertainment value, or does she have a deeper motive? Some suggest she's attempting to shift focus away from her own personal drama, including rumored tensions with ex-friends and past flames. Historically, Evelyn has also been involved in fights with cast members over alleged affairs and betrayals, famously calling out co-stars for playing innocent. Yet, critics accuse her of hypocrisy, pointing to her own rumored entanglements with men who were off-limits. This move to highlight Shaunie's claims about Laura might be another chess-like maneuver to reposition herself as a key player in the show's drama, while ironically inviting scrutiny into her own past.
All of a sudden, pictures that we used to have that were up, they were gone. It was almost like the entire trace of our relationship was gone.
Fans have long suspected the show's producers of orchestrating big reveals at the perfect moment. This scenario seems no different. The timing, location, and dramatics of Evelyn's reveal suggest planning. Scenes featuring audio recordings are often teased in promotional trailers, spiking viewer interest and fueling social media chatter. Industry insiders suspect that producers might be grooming a storyline that extends beyond Laura Govan, using this rumor to segue into broader controversies involving Shaq, Shaunie, and possibly other cast members. It's a formula that has worked for the franchise before. Unresolved rumors, major reveals, and shifting alliances that keep fans glued to their screens.
I'm sure people want to know what's the ups and downs of being married to me. Go ahead, you can say it. I give you permission to go ahead and say it.
For Shaquille O'Neal, the man who dominated the NBA for 2 decades, his personal life has been an open book filled with highs and lows. His marriage to Shaunie was once admired, but ended amid allegations of infidelity. Over the years, Shaq has been tied to various rumors involving multiple women. He's admitted to mistakes in his marriage, but has never publicly confirmed affairs with individuals like Govan or Royce Reed, for that matter.
I have 3 daughters and I have 3 sons. 3 sons. When you're 18, get out. Get out.
Shaq's public persona today focuses on his philanthropic activities, comedic commentary on sports shows, and entrepreneurial ventures. With a massive social media following, Shaq is a beloved figure who rarely addresses old controversies unless cornered. Even then, his remarks tend to be coy or dismissive. If this rumor gains more traction, fans wonder if Shaq will issue a statement or brush it off as old news.
It was one of the hardest decisions I've ever made in my life. And I definitely went through some struggles on whether to stay or leave. When I did leave, I went through, oh my God, here I am, what have I done? I'm by myself.
Shaunie has moved on, remarrying Pastor Keon Henderson and seemingly enjoying a new chapter. But the ghost of her past with Shaq keeps returning. Shaunie's brand as a reality TV producer and personality is intertwined with the drama surrounding her ex-husband and castmates. Each time old rumors resurface, she's thrust back into a storyline she might prefer to leave behind.
Some people would say, oh, well, you knew what you were getting into.
Yeah, I think, yes, you do, but at the same time, you do think, okay, we're getting married, we're having kids, we're a family.
Her marriage to Keon has also been under public scrutiny, with fans questioning if she's fully left behind the drama that defined her previous relationship. If these rumors escalate, it could overshadow her fresh start, forcing her to either address it head-on or watch it swirl uncontrollably online. Govan, for her part, has her own complicated romantic and legal history, including disputes with former partner Gilbert Arenas. She hasn't been active on mainstream reality shows in recent years, leading some to speculate that she might use this opportunity to clear her name or secure a new TV contract. After all, networks love a redemption arc, and if Laura can convincingly prove she was never Shaq's side piece, it might pave the way for a new storyline, showcasing her perspective.
And that's probably a complete delusional thought process. Right. But you do think that, or you have those hopes and like, you know what, this will all stop, it'll all go away.
Yet, re-entering the reality spotlight could also reopen old wounds, both personal and familial. She's hinted that she values her privacy more than ever, especially after her legal battles with Gilbert. Being the subject of a new wave of rumors could jeopardize that peace. Considering the cyclical nature of reality TV drama, this rumor could either explode into a full-fledged scandal or quietly fade away. Evelyn has set the stage, but it remains to be seen if producers or cast members will run with it. The rumor's longevity depends on the willingness of key players, Evelyn, Laura, Shaunie, or even Shaq, to continue engaging. If no one bites, the audience might lose interest.
Like Tinkerbell, and you're just the one that's like, okay, you look at those kids, you know, you're a family and you got to put that first.
However, the mere mention of Shaq's name typically piques curiosity, especially when it involves scandal. So don't be surprised if other media outlets or talk shows jump on this story, inviting cast members to spill behind-the-scenes tea. This entire situation underscores the reality TV formula. Old skeletons plus big personalities equals ratings gold. But it also highlights the potential damage to real lives. Friendships have been destroyed, reputations ruined, and families put under stress. The question remains, how much is too much for the sake of entertainment?
I'm sitting here first thing after seeing this is, where's my child? So I walk in the house, I see him even before I walk in the house. What's wrong?
Fans often claim they want realness in their reality shows. Yet the line between authenticity and exploitation can be razor thin. For Shaunie, Evelyn, Laura, and everyone else caught in the crosshairs, the consequences extend beyond social media chatter. For now, all we have are cryptic audio clips, ambiguous statements, and a swirl of fan theories. Did Laura Govan ever really have an affair with Shaq? Did Royce Reed have some kind of secret tie to Shaq? And is Evelyn just capitalizing on old drama to secure her place as the reigning queen of basketball wives drama? So, what do you think? Is Evelyn just being messy for the cameras? Or is she genuinely exposing hidden truths? Has Laura been wrongfully targeted? Or does Shaunie's old audio hold real weight? Drop your opinions in the comments below. Let's get this discussion popping. And if you're craving more insider gossip on your favorite reality stars, be sure to subscribe to Celeb Titbits. We've got the hottest takes, the juiciest drama, and exclusive scoops on everything from Hollywood to the NBA. Until next time, keep sipping that tea and enjoying the show, because in the world of basketball wives, the drama never truly ends.